Hi guys, so today I'll be filming a bookshelf tour for you. I thought I'd do this now since I won't be in the country for much longer. I'm actually moving to England at the end of September for 10 months because I'll be working as an au pair there. And I kind of can't take my books with me, which is really sad. But I have to leave my babies behind. Oh my god. Anyway, I thought I'd show you what books I have while I still have them. Okay, so here's just a quick overview of my bookshelf. Side note, not all my books are in English. Well, most of them are, but some are also German, and I have some French ones and some Spanish ones. But I'll try and translate the titles for you as best I can. So if you want to get them, you could. Yeah. Also, these are not all the books, obviously not all the books I've ever read or even ever owned, but as you can tell, not much more would ever fit into this bookshelf, so these are all I have for now. Okay, let's start with the top shelf. So here I have Ink Death by Cornelia Funke. She's a German author, so I'll have the book in German. And the first book in the series is called Inkheart, and they actually made a movie out of it. It's really good. I really love it. I only have the third one, but I read them all and they're really, really good. So you totally check them out. And then here, obviously, are my Harry Potter books. I have 1 through 7 in, in German, and the 7th one in English. And then I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 6 in Spanish. Yeah, I just got them because it's always easier to read a book you already know if you want to read something in a different language, because then you can, you won't be totally lost when you just don't understand the word. You'll know what's going on more or less all the time. So that's why I got these. Yeah, I like them. Here we have The Prague Cemetery by Umberto Eco. I mainly got this because the cover is just awesome, and also this has really good reviews, but I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. I plan on reading it before I leave. I really want to do that, but I'm not sure if I'll have time. Nah. Here's The Assassin's Prayer by, what's her name? Ariana Franklin. Didn't like this book at all. There's more on this series, but it's a waste of money. Here's Dan Brown's Angel and Demons, which obviously was also made into a movie with Tom Hanks, and he's really cool. Anyway, yeah, like the book as well. Here's one of my kind of guilty pleasure series. This is the Sabina Kane, I guess, series by J. Wells. Yeah, it's about vampire mage hybrid, and she's really badass. And I really like these books. And there's a 5th one, but I don't have it yet. Another guilty pleasure series by Ilona Andrews is the On the Edge series. These 3 books, also by Moon and Fate's Edge. And there's a 4th one that's not out yet, but I've ordered it already because they're so fun to read, really fun to read. Magic Slay is also by Ilona Andrews. This is a weird one. I just got it because it was the only English book in the store that was remotely good. But unfortunately it's the 6th one, I think, of a whole series, and I have never read the first 5 one before, so I'm gonna wait until I get them, until I read this one, because I've started and it's really confusing. So yeah. This is the House of Night series, where I only have 4. There's 2 more at the beginning and then some more at the end, just have the middle part, because I borrowed the first 2 from a friend and then just bought these. Yeah. Also kind of a vampire thingy story. I think they're about vampires. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, I don't even remember. Anyway, here's my Stravaganza series. City of Masks, City of Stars, and City of Flowers. I hope that's what they're also called in English, because that was the direct translation and that's not always the right title. By Mary Hoffman. Really, really, really love this series. Really, really love it. It's amazing series. I've read it like years ago. I guess it's not I don't know if it's a children's book or if it's YA, but I would totally read these again if I got them in English, because I don't like translations. Nah. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, all 3 books in there. Well, all of you know Lord of the Rings, I assume, and so I don't have to tell you anything about it. But let's just say it's not one of my favorite books. It's just so much. It's so long, and that same story could be told like in, I don't know, half the pages maybe, or even less, I don't know. Here's some books that I just kind of German literature, not only German literature. Okay, this is, yeah, we had to read this for class. This is Huis Clos by Sartre. Like, also we read this in French class. It's a theater thingy. What do you call that? I don't know. I don't remember. This is also for German class. Kafka. He's a really good German author. This I didn't read for German class, just for fun. The Metamorphosis, which is really cool. It's my favorite one by him. I love Erich Emanuel Schmidt. He's my favorite French author, and this is Oscar et la Dame Rose, which would mean like Oscar and the Lady in Pink. And it's a really good book. Like, it's really small, so if you can probably also read the translated version, but it's really good. I also have another one by him, which is called Monsieur Ibrahim et les Fleurs du Coran, which we read for class. Then some other German books we read for class, and yeah. Okay, moving on to the second shelf. This is probably my favorite shelf. Not sure why, I just love it best. Here is my, like, the first 2 books of the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson, The Angel Experiment and School's Out Forever. I actually just got this one today and haven't read it yet. But yeah, I don't even know if I like this series. I watched all of Cass Tuck's videos on it. She had a lot to say about this series, believe me, and I don't know, I was kind of intrigued by it. I wanted to kind of make up my own mind about it, and so I'm gonna read it. Yeah, this is also something that Cass Tuck sort of recommended. Heist Society by Ali Carter. I really love this book. She really was right in saying that this is a really good book, because it's so good, really. I love all books about criminals and villains and thieves and stuff like that, but this one was really good. 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. This is actually a trilogy, and I have not read it yet. I want to actually take this to England and read it there, because yeah, I'm not going to be able to read it before that, and I also don't want to wait until next year. So I'm going to bring this one with me. Here is Divergent Insurgent by Veronica Roth. The Uninvited by Liz Jensen. Also did a review on that one. Memoirs of Cleopatra by Margaret George. I really like this book. I really love the story of Cleopatra, and you know how she, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony and stuff like that. And I haven't even finished it yet because it's so long. It's like 1,000-something pages, but it's really good. And I don't think this is the kind of book you could read in like one go. But that, I mean, like I read a little bit, and then I read another book, and then I read a little bit. So just read it whenever I feel like it. And then here's Elizabeth I, also by Margaret George, which I've started and have not gotten very far because it's just very detailed, and it's talking a lot about like war strategy and stuff like that, and it's I don't know, I'm hoping that that's only gonna be a little part and then later on it'll get more interesting, but I haven't had the patience to read through that part yet. So yeah, gonna have to finish that one some later time. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, which I have, unfortunately, in 2 different versions, and it's driving me crazy that they don't look alike. Like, the second and the third one are the same edition, as you can tell. And then the first one is just different. That bugs me so much, you have no idea. But anyway, these books are great. You probably know that, because everyone will be telling you that. Then here we have The Magicians by Lev Grossman. Also did a review on that one. Memoirs of a Geisha. They made a movie out of this, or I think maybe, I don't know if the book or the movie was first. I have no idea, but I love the movie. I've watched it a billion times, and so I also got the book. I have to admit I haven't read the book yet, but I will do that. Definitely will read this. Before I Go to Sleep by S.G. Watson, one of the best books I've ever read, I think, and this is actually the first book this author has ever written, and it's just so good. I mean, not only by that standard, but in general, it's so good. I think by any standard, this book would be amazing. I think I might actually do a review on this at some point, but I would have to read it again because it's been a few months, and I don't remember the details, so yeah. The Sherlockian by Graham Moore. If you like Sherlock Holmes, you will enjoy this book. I read it and I really liked it. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Also really, really good book. I really liked it. House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski, I guess that's his name. This book is huge. Look at that. It's so heavy. And it's very unique. Like, wait, maybe there's some, yeah, look at that. Like, there's blank pages in there and randomly, like, just 3 words on a page or something. So this is probably the only, like, one of a kind, this book. But I actually got this while I was still in school, and I didn't want to just, you know, read it and not give it the time and the attention it probably deserves, so I haven't read it either. But I will. It's on the top of my to-read list, really. Deathless by Catherine M. Valenti. This is like a fairy tale retelling about like Russian folklore. And there's like, it's about the Russian devil who is called, what, Koschei, I think? Yeah, I think he's called Koschei. And anyway, it's really great. Like, if you like fairy tales, it's really good. And I had no idea about Russian fairy tales before, so this gave me like a great, like, insight, sort of. So if maybe you have noticed, I have actually quite a few books that Whitney Lee Milam here on YouTube recommended, or talked about, or had in a bookshelf tour. And that's because I really like her, and she has great taste in books, I think. And yeah, so I actually get a lot of books that she recommends. Also like this next one, which is called The Decoy Princess by Dawn Cook. And also have the sequel, Princess at Sea. I have to admit the title is not very creative, but the books are great. And then also this one, Mara, Daughter of the Nile, by Eloise Charvet-McGraw. It's set in Egypt, and it's about a slave girl who becomes a kind of double spy for both parties who want to be on the throne of Egypt, and it's really cool. Really good book. My Game of Thrones books, 1 through 4. I have only read the first one, but these came like in a package for $15 or something, so I got them all at once. And I have only read the first one and then a little bit of the second one. I really like the series, I really like the show as well, but it's very time consuming to read all these books, and yeah, maybe I will do that also at some point.